Active Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking a look at ticker symbol WRES. That's Warren Resources. The chart we have today is a 30-minute chart, each candlestick representing 30 minutes of trading. We go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, the 5th trading day, absolutely nothing. That is happening tomorrow in the future, so no data there. The only reason why we're including it on the chart is because for some reason when I was scrolling to the left, the whole chart was kind of glitching and bugging out. So it seemed to have stopped that when I had more space on the right. So that's why we have a whole blank day with no data on it yet. But let's take a look at the data that we do have. So WRES, it obviously had some major selling off, going from 12 cents, crashing down to 9 cents, trying to find support. Couldn't crash down from there. Tried to find support at 8 cents. Couldn't. Crashed down all the way to that low of 5 cents. Jeez, 5 cents. People who bought there are pretty happy now. So after we hit 5 cents, we made some higher lows here, higher lows here, and then some very nice higher lows here. But we couldn't maintain this level, and we began breaking down again, making some lower lows, and lower lows, unfortunately. But the last low closing at 8 cents, still nice above the 5 cent area that we were at 2 days ago. So overall, the trend is still up from the very low area of 5 cents. But the problem with GVO is that the float is just absolutely enormous. Shares outstanding, 85 million. Float, 79 million. There are so many shares going around for GVO that it's going to need absolute insane buying or selling pressure to really move this thing. So that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing some consolidation, and that low float is making it kind of hard. However, the moves are still really big. I mean, this stock is only trading around 5 to 12 cents, so any single move is going to be a pretty large percentage. Obviously, from 5 cents, selling at that high at almost 13 cents, you doubled your money and then some. So even though the float is so huge, this stock being such a penny stock, such a uber micro cap, gives us plenty of potential to day trade it either way, which is unique. Normally on a high floater like that, you are really scalping the whole thing, but this is giving us potential for some wild swings even though it has such a high float. So 3 main areas to take a look at: 8 cents, 9 cents, 12 cents. Currently closed right on the 8 cent mark. If 8 cents breaks, this chart's going to be bad. Unfortunately, it's going to be bad. The next area obviously would be about 7 cents or somewhere in between. And if that does happen, then all of the higher lows that we have been making, those are all going to be almost futile. It's going to be almost meaningless that we did that because we have lost all those gains. We don't want to see that happen. Now, I'm not saying it will happen. There's still some signs that we could turn around. Those signs being the fact that our 13 and 20 period moving averages are still, still above our candles. Now we want to see them. Let me put that a different way. That's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is that the 13 period moving average is still above the 20 period moving average. Yes, it just crossed, but barely. They are converging. It could still break and stay above. So we have the 13 period and the 20 period almost in the perfect order to be bullish. The 50 period still below those. The problem is that our candle is below all our moving averages. Falling in line with that problem is the fact that our 20 period is just barely crossing above the 13 period, but it's not too late to turn around. Moving down to the relative strength index down here at the bottom, we are below the 20 line. Not good. We don't want to be oversold. That's when we can continue seeing some selling off, a lot of selling pressure when we are oversold on these longer time frames. What we're going to want to see is the relative strength index break above the 20 line. If that happens, our 13 period SMA should absolutely cross back above that 20 period SMA. It won't take a lot of work. They're so close together. So this thing can turn around fairly easily. If it does do that, we should see it push up and break above 9 cents. Now, if that happens and our candles end up above 9 cents, what is that telling us? We're now obviously above our 50 period moving average, which is going to be great. That moving average can tend to act as trailing support. And if that does happen, we might see those other moving averages converge, break away from this convergence and end up below our candles, which would let us continue this run. If all that does happen, the next price target would be 9 cents. 9 to 12 cents is a huge gain potential, so there's a lot of potential to make money on the stock. You just got to be real careful because it is a risky play. Now, if this float was smaller, it would be even more risky, of course, even more volatile. So it has its benefits to having a large float and being a micro cap. Just got to be real careful playing it regardless. So that's all I have to really say about WRES. Be watching this tomorrow. And hopefully we can swing it from 9 cents to 12 cents. I think that's probably the safest play. I mean, you could try to get into 8 cents, but like I said, if 8 cents breaks, you're looking at a really ugly chart. So if 9 cents breaks, that's going to mean that the 13 period is going to be above the 20 period. Our RSI should be looking more bullish. If 9 cents breaks to the upside, basically I'm saying that all our other indicators are also going to look good if that happens. So I'm going to look for a play on a break of 9 cents and a sell at 12 cents. That's really all I got to say now. I think I said that already, but yeah, this time it really is all I have to say. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions or feedback, leave a comment below. Love to hear what you guys have to say about WRES. It's an interesting one. Let's see what it does tomorrow. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.